What's going on, guys? Eric with Bad Beats here at our new locals for Yu-Gi-Oh! In Enterprise, Alabama. What's it called? Weevil Cards and Collectibles?
Cards and Collectibles.
Awesome. We actually played in the winner box tonight, and this was our first place winner, Matt Whitehorse. Let's see what box you got, bro.
Got a box of first.
Sheesh.
Yep.
All right.
Matchups was Bird Up, Swordsoul Mirror. Let's see. What else I played?
You played against
Prank Kids and Virtuous.
And Virtuous. Yeah, that's pretty diverse.
Yeah.
So, what are you playing today?
I'm playing Tenyi Swordsoul.
Tenyi Swordsoul?
Yeah.
Why are you playing this deck?
Well, I think it's like the best deck this format, and it's just crazy consistent, crazy good, and it sets up crazy boards.
I feel you.
For the list, we got 3 Mo Ye. Got to play 3.
The engine.
I feel like
Let's
this
go.
card. Yeah, I feel like this card's a must. You have to have 3 of. And then following up, 3 Longyuan. This card is insane because it helps you win in time. It helps you make big beaters, and it's just very essential to the combo.
Especially that time thing. Game 3.
Yeah.
It's over.
And then I tried out today to Taia. I was playing 3 Taia, but I took 1 out for Imperial Order. It turns out the card's insane. Probably going to leave IO in the main. But this card late game is insane. It's really good.
Let's go.
So you got the 8 Sword Souls.
Yeah, IO's really good for those since Dark Ruler really hurts you.
And then next for the Tenyi monsters, we have 3 Tenyi Ashuna. This card is insane. You kind of have to play this at 3, I feel like, because this helps you really extend into plays. If you start out with the Tenyis and your opponent doesn't negate your Tenyi monsters, you kind of just win because you just get like crazy advantage, like making Baxia. And if your opponent does negate this, then it's fine because then you can just go off with the Sword Souls, so it's fine. But
it's the sheesh for me.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's insane. But if they don't negate this, like going further into the game, they're gonna regret it because like making Baxia with this and Adhara or using these 2 to make Baxia is just it's absurd. So.
Nice.
But yeah, 3 Ashuna, it's a must. Play 2 Adhara. This card hasn't really came up to where I needed a 3rd. I like 2. 2's fine. 2 feels good. It doesn't really clunk. It doesn't really. I don't really open this hardly, so it's not like a brick.
Must be nice.
Yeah, it's really good. And then 2 Vishuda. I'm not playing Shathana. I'm just playing the 7 Tenyis because I like for my deck to have more access to the Sword Soul cards. Because I feel like if you gain access to the Sword Soul cards, you kind of just capitalize and win the game. Depending on what you play against, obviously. But these 2 of these feel really nice. I can, banish this, add this back, so I can get multiple uses out of it. So it's just really good.
It's one of those, once the train gets rolling, it ain't going to stop.
And then 3 Ecclesia, the Virtuous. This card is absolutely insane. If you're playing the mirror match, this card comes up. It's really important. It's really good. So yeah, it's just nuts. And then for 3 hand traps, the only hand traps I play are 3 Ash Blossoms. I do play 3 Imperm as well, but
those are basically hand traps, bro.
Yeah, they're hand traps as well.
So how was Ash for you today?
Ash was good. I was playing Valor, hated Valor. I cut Valor. Against Rogue, this pretty much just wins. Playing against certain decks in game 1, if you open this, you kind of just win. But this card alone, like, it helps you with random, like, weird plays. So, like, if I don't have any monsters, or if I have a non-effect monster, I can banish this, summon this, and then synchro into level 10. So like stuff like that does come up in this deck sometimes, but it's mainly in here for the effect of negate. But it's really good. I really like this format, but some people are still playing Valor. I think if you have Chixiao and Imperm, you don't really need Valor, but that's just me.
I feel you on that.
And then for the spells, that's it for the monsters. I believe it's 21. I think. The spells, I have 3 Emergence. This is a must. I think you have to play this card.
The card is nuts.
Yeah, you add and then you level modulate if that comes up. I don't know. I don't really level modulate that much unless I'm in like a sticky situation. But this card is really good. You kind of have to play 3 in my opinion. And then I haven't gotten. What's up?
I said no. I agree.
I haven't actually gotten Heavenly Dragon Circle yet. I can't wait to get it because I want to try to like maybe cut these and try it out. I don't know yet. I haven't really watched much of that card, but I played 3 Vessel. This card is insane. If you go off with the Tenyis and you activate this and your opponent doesn't negate, then you kind of pretty much set up to either win that turn or just beat your opponent the next couple turns. This Vessel's good. Then for the stables, 3 Desires. This card is insane. It's really good for Qingying because it boosts his attack and lowers all my opponent's monsters' attack and defense. So this card, I mean, it's a staple. It does suck and it does come up sometimes banishing what you need.
Yeah.
But I would rather banish. I play multiple copies of everything, as you guys can see. So like banishing one copy of basically every card really doesn't hurt me.
It's one of those, you rather play it for the times that it doesn't like, screw you up than the times it does.
Yeah, this card, it's insane. And if this does resolve and you get 2 cards in this deck, it can get ugly, like with the combo and all. So, and then the last, or not the last, but 3 Dark Ruler no more. I don't like dropping in this deck because I feel like you want to like kind of have as many cards as you can in your hand to go off with your Swordsoul stuff. And so I play Dark Ruler. Yes, if you do Dark Ruler your opponent, you don't get Longyuan burn and you don't go for damage that turn. But this wins against certain decks. Like if they set up 4 interruptions on the board like Bird Up and you activate this and they don't have Tri-Brigade Oath, then yeah, it's pretty much game. So.
Also on the mirror match, right?
Yeah, and the mirror match is good. And then the last spell is Summit. This card's nuts. If you draw this opening hand and you go off with your combo, you win the game.
That's the Monster Reborn, right?
Yeah, it's the Monster Reborn. Next for the traps, I run 3 Imperm. I think it's mandatory this format. You pretty much have to run this card. It's so good. It outs some cards like Baron. If I have Baron, I actually got Imperm tonight. Standby Facey held the Imperm for my Baron. And so he outed that, but it's really good this format. Next is 2 blackout. This card's searchable. There's no reason to play 3. There's no need to play 3. It's searchable, and sometimes you draw it, and when you do, it's really good. This card it can win like games against certain decks because sometimes like they need the 2 cards like monsters to like link off or exceeds or whatever, and if you chain this, it's just they kick rocks, like it's over. Last card is IO. This card's probably gonna get banned. It needs to get banned. This card wins against Striker, Dogmatica, Drytron, and probably I'm trying to think. Floundries if they don't have like an out to it. But this card, it's insane. It needs to get banned. Next for the extra deck, I have the Pikachu. Oh, what's up? I'm sorry.
How much do you play exactly? 40?
40 cards, yeah. Okay. 40 cards. Pikachu for the field center. Yeah. I have my tokens.
Also gas?
This is a Nibiru token.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And then I have, I don't know why I stayed on those for so long. I have 2 monks, 1 shaman. I am wanting to try to change this up a little bit and run the other,
the 2600 one?
Possibly a 3rd monk and the 2600 one. It seems like it's really good, and I haven't been able to try it out, but I kind of want to test it out and potentially put it in.
It's kind of
but I only run the 3 links. And then only because my good friend Brandon showed me this play, this comes up if you have like Mo Ye and gets negated and you have summon and you summon Taia.
My boy Baguska.
You can overlay into Baguska and just stall for like 2 turns. So it has come up. It's really good. And then that's it. Just 1 exceeds, and I run for synchros. I have 1 Yazi, 2 Baxia. This card is absolutely nuts. This can win games against certain decks if they don't negate this shuffle back effect. And it's just really nice. You can go into it consistently. It's really, I don't want to say it's like balanced, but it's not like too broken. But it's insane. If you shuffle back 2, like it's crazy. And you can pop itself to go into Taia to make more plays. So.
Tier 1 good, not tier 0 good.
Yeah, yeah, it's good.
I'm following.
The standard 2 Chixiao. I don't think you ever want to run 3 of this.
That card's stupid.
You can summon this pretty easily. You want to try to probably summon at least 1 every turn if you can. If you haven't won by then. So 2's good. Probably going to take this out. It's never come up. Crimson Blader, it's really good in the mirror match. It's
good in theory.
But it has never come up. I don't think I've ever even summoned it once. So this is probably going to come out for the 2600 monk card, Tenyi monster.
Makes sense.
So, and then for the rest of the level 8s, Dragite and Draco. I've never played this card ever.
I ain't even seen that card.
I've never played this card ever. I always play this. This card's insane. Getting that extra banish and the extra attack is just really nice, and it's really good. And it can kind of, there's crazy amount of plays in this deck, but like going this with Chixiao and Baron or Qingying is like game. Like it's always game almost every time. So. It's really strong. And then to me, the best 3 like of the extra deck, Qingying, Baron, and Ruddy, against certain matchups, this card just auto wins. Like if you go against PK and you summon this, you're winning that game. I don't care. Like you banish them their whole graveyard, you leave them with no plays. That and Dragon Link. Baron is insane. Obviously, if they have the Imperm to shut it down for the turn, it's it happens. But it's really good. And then Ching, this card, Sovereign, he's insane. He if you have a lot of banish, like I was talking about earlier with Desires, this card alone wins games because it decreases attack and gains attack. So it's really hard to kill, and it's really nice. I really like it. It's probably my favorite card of the extra deck. So
nice.
That's the extra deck. It's 15. Side deck, very standard. 3 Lancia. I run this for many reasons. It's good against Dragon Link, the Mirror Match,
PK.
Basically just about every deck. Virtual World. It hits
Tri
really
Brigade.
It hits a lot of stuff. Tri Brigade. Yeah, I sided in against Tri Brigade. It's really good. Like this card is just the side deck hand trap, I feel. And then the next followed up by Droll and Lockbird. This card just alone shuts down a lot of decks this format. If you go against Bird Up and they add 1 card and you Droll, they just kind of like their turn is over.
Now I see a lot of people maining this, and you're maining Ash and Imperm. Would you think about switching them around with Droll, or do you just think it's just fine in the side deck?
I think it's fine in the side deck because just for that purpose, if I know I'm playing against Bird Up, I'm taking Ash out for this because this is ultimately better than Ash. Also, I main deck IO, so like when Bird Up plays their spell card, and I have this, which I did tonight, which was insane. That's 1 negate, and if they use Tri Brigades to like search, then that's fine. I just chain this in their turn. They can't add anymore, so it's really good. Yeah, I do side Ash out a lot for this though if I go against that matchup.
Okay.
I don't think this card is in some decks. Yeah, it's really good being main. I don't think I want to main this, and another reason is because Ash is a tuner. So if I ever get stuck and I can special summon a Tenyi and normal summon Ash, I can synchro. So with this, I can't do that. That's it for the monsters in the side deck. The rest are traps.
No!
I feel like this is like pretty good, this format. Evenly, anti-spell, and D-barrier.
Didn't you like Dark Ruler go into battle phase evenly match somebody today?
I did.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, that's basically like GG's if you can do that against any deck. Like if the Dark Ruler, they don't have a response in you evenly, they banish all but 1, and then my main phase 2, I can go off, set up, and kind of like beat them, just grind because I just have so much stuff, and they just banish like every card.
Don't.
So it's just really good. This card's insane. I feel like if you're gonna play competitive Yu-Gi-Oh in the meta, you have to have this. Like this card is a must. This is really good against certain matchups. It didn't come up today. I didn't play any Sky Striker. And
you gotta have it just in case.
Yeah, if I did play Fluanderies, I would have sided this in 100%. But
how was Barrier?
So this card is really good because you can side it in against Swordsoul and you can side it against Swordsoul and Bird Up because you can call XCs with this card, and they can't XC some. They can't go into Draco, they can't go into Starling, they can't go into Nightingale. The only issue is they can go off of Links. And the Samora combo is kind of, overwhelming at times because if they get barrier and you don't have a way out to barrier, it sucks. But this essentially just locks them out of their extra deck for Exceeds, which is, I'll take it over, them going up and setting Robin with Draco and, just everything else. So, but this card's really good in the mirror match. Like, I feel like you have to side this in the mirror because if you can lock your opponent out of synchro summoning, they cannot go off, they cannot set up. And if you have a good board presence and board state, then you're just going to win. So,
damn,
it just doesn't matter.
Well, congrats again, brother.
Thank you,
we
man.
appreciate you for the deck profile.
Absolutely.
Until next time.
Yes, sir.